Greetings. I wish to take a few minutes to introduce you to Automation Combine. Automation Combine is an international multi-band organization of automation products for the industries in India, Bangladesh, and Sri Lanka. For over a decade, Automation Combine's vision is to be a one-stop supplier and be one of the leading automation company providing total solution for industrial automation in the Indian subcontinent. Our product portfolio is utilized by industries such as steel, cement, power, oil and gas, automotive, buildings and infrastructure, chemical and pharma, food and beverage, data centers, and much more. Automation Combine is based out of Bangalore and has regional offices and resident engineers in Delhi, Ahmedabad, Jamshedpur, Mumbai, Pune, Hyderabad, Chennai, and Coimbatore. Automation Combine has 8 business units: Control, Drives and Motion Division, SCADA Division, IPC, and Embedded Solutions Division, Industrial Communication and Networking Solutions Division, Profibus, Profinet, and Industrial Ethernet Solutions Division, Remote Monitoring Solution Division, Smart Energy and Power Quality Solutions Division, Sensor Division. Today we will be discussing a product under SCADA Division. Movicon 11 SCADA is a type of process control system architecture that uses computers, network data communications and graphical HMIs to enable a high-level process supervisory management and control. Movicon 11 SCADA systems communicate with other devices such as PLCs and PID controllers to interact with industrial process plant and equipment. Our Movicon 11 SCADA is affordable, open, flexible, and easy to use. Movicon 11 SCADA is a single development studio. It is open and modular structure, XML projects for drag and drop development. One editor tool for all platforms. Development tool is entirely free. It can work in evaluation mode for many years for new logic or objects. Always compliant with latest Windows OS. As we are golden partners for Microsoft, Movicon 11 SCADA. It is always compliant with the latest Windows OS. It supports Windows CE, Windows 8, Windows 10 and Windows 10 IoT. Ability to encrypt project resources. We can encrypt our project resources which help us to get into pharma and CFR applications. Under Editor, our developing tool comes as a single package. Intuitive and easy to use. Movicon is object-oriented XML-based SCADA and supports OOPS concept. Multiple objects can be selected and can perform actions including drag and drop. It has rich symbol library for all automation industry graphical representations. Also, AutoCAD 2D images can be converted into a metafile which can be imported into Movicon symbol library. Other utility tools such as import-export options even for most of the driver tags. Movicon SCADA supports cross-reference list and autocorrect option. Movicon also has inbuilt help services both offline and online. Over to graphics. Movicon has built an editor for vector graphics. Movicon is independent from screen resolution. This gives an advantage to use the same development tool for HMI panels for 1024 by 1064 pixels or lower resolutions. Desktop or industrial PCs with 1920 by 1080 pixels HD displays. Movicon software supports BMP, PNG, JPEG, GIF, and WMF image formats. We have a rich library of vector-based objects, 32 graphical layers per screen, 16 different dynamic animations such as color change, text change, visibility, blinking, background color, XY movements and so on. The objects or tags developed in any project can be auto-configured as power template in the symbol library. These objects or tags can be adopted very well for similar projects and no need to develop it again, thus reducing your development time. Under connectivity, Movicon has over 70 native drivers. For most of the drivers we have tag import-export option. And tags can even be imported directly from PLC. Movicon can act as OPC-DE, AE and OPC-UA server as well as client connectivity. OPC client is inbuilt available in all the licenses, but if you want to enable OPC server, it is an extra option purchasable along with the license. We also support Share DLL driver development option and SDK driver. If you have ASCII communication device, you can develop your own driver using VBA coding, and can communicate even with those ASCII proprietary devices. Under Alarm Management, Movicon has configurable alarm windows. Our Movicon supports automatic event logging. Even millisecond alarms can be logged, and supports RTU timestamp. For alarms you can set up to 1024 priority levels. Commands can be generated for each alarms and events. The alarm manager available in the local system can also be pushed to the outside world using an alarm dispatcher through fax, SMS, voice or emails, and the alarm dispatcher shall be an extra option purchasable along with the license. Even alarm dispatchers can be exported from one project as a template to another. We have ready-to-use alarm reports from Alarm Statistics option. Alarm Statistics is purchasable along with the license, and you can document alarms via HTML and CHM. Moving on to data storage. All the real-time data can be stored in SQL, MySQL, Oracle, IBM DB2, through ODBC connection because Movicon supports open database connectivity. We also have an IMDb manager, which is internal Movicon database manager, which enables us to share all the real-time data to SQL database server through a data logger or recipe in the form of XML or CSV file. IMDb manager is used for HMI solution, where a database cannot be incorporated and helps to develop recipes data logging for limited days and to generate historical trends and textual reports. Data logging depends on change and on time, but data triggering time will be for every 50 milliseconds and above. Audit trail engine, editable grid, automatic data recovery, and hot backup redundancy for data recovery is also possible with Movicon SCADA. Under recipe management, there are two recipe management objects in Movicon. Recipes can be saved in database format. We can handle both simple and complex recipes for FDA or where operator data entry is required. Recipe can even work in HMI with limited access. Nested recipes are also possible. Movicon has powerful inbuilt trend and reporting tools in the development stage itself. Movicon has smart trend object for 2D real-time or historical data plotting. Here are few features under reporting tools in Movicon. Movicon reporting tool can generate non-editable PDF reports, which is absolutely necessary in pharma applications. Data logging reporting tool or DEV Express reporting tool, which comes as a plugin in Movicon, which can save the report in XML, Excel, PDF and even in JPEG formats. We have a textual reporting tool for HMI solutions. Print, save, send and publish option is available, even over the web. Ready-to-use Alarm Crystal reporting is also available with us, as an extra option, which is purchasable along with the license. Now let's move on to logic engines. Movicon supports both VBA and VB.NET scripting. Script can run on demand, on event, and on loop. The script can be nested into any graphics or vector symbols, and reused by saving the scripted object in the symbol library. Script can be integrated with all the Movicon modules like buttons, events and so on. Movicon supports multi-threading and online debugging. Easy to use, .NET, object references with vast libraries make Movicon user-friendly. Under data safety, our development tool is designed to help develop applications compliant with GAMP5 certification and FDA 21 CFR Part 11 US, which supports audit trail, encryption, and electronic signature. We have our white paper available for CFR application. If white paper is in line with the user requirement specification document, with no doubt Movicon is the best solution. Security or user management. Up to 1024 hierarchical levels, and up to 16 customizable object levels are possible. With these, we can prioritize the access to the project according to the user levels. Windows Active Directory can be very well integrated as the Movicon user. User management is even available in the client. Movicon editor is having 7 different languages by default, which include English, German, French, Russian, Italian, Chinese, and so on. All the default language can be recoded to any local language such as Hindi, Gujarati, etc. by downloading from Google Translator. And it can be saved as a Unicode. Once it is saved, it can be switched between different languages, even in edit and runtime. Under networking, Movicon has TCP, UDP and HTTP transport protocols for thick client and web client or thin client. Projects can be developed in a few mouse clicks. Projects can be modular. Thick client and terminal server are available. In a network there are 3 systems with different projects developed, while a line supervisor wants all these 3 systems' data together in a single application. Rather than developing the entire project in the line supervisor once again, it can very well acquire the data and resources from these 3 systems through networking, and it can be established by a server and client Movicon license. Web client. The web client technology allows web client users to remotely access using internet browsers. Web client or thin client can run over tablet, PC or Internet Explorer browser, enabled with HTML file. Also, Movicon web client will help you to monitor your project across the world, on Android or on iOS-based phones with the help of an application, which can be downloaded from the respective Play Store application. Auto resize and zoom option is available. Movicon web client supports all the features, except the report generation. In referring to server-client hierarchy, here, one PLC is connected to Movicon CE, on VPA, HMI. HMI is having an Ethernet port, through which using server-client topology we can share the data even from PLC or HMI to server. Movicon SCADA supports hot standby redundancy. So, a redundant SCADA solution can be provided on a network. And it is not necessary that it should have a Windows OS client. It can even be a CE client. Using a router with static IP, we can monitor the entire process or operation through a web client anywhere in the world. These are few reasons for Movicon SCADA to stand out. SAP integration possible with .NET. XML and CSV imports possible. As we are golden partners for Microsoft, Movicon 11 SCADA. It is always compliant with the latest Windows OS. Single development tool for SCADA, HMI, reports and symbol libraries. Movicon has more than 70 native communication drivers for RTU, PLC or controller. Barcode scanning and printing is possible. Power template possible. Any logic or object created in a project is possible to copy on multiple projects. Additional optional features of Movicon SCADA. Apart from the license, we have optional features which can be added based on the project requirements, such as OPDL, data loggers or reports, OPMD, multi-driver, OPNET, networking option, OPALD, alarm dispatcher option, SMS, voice, fax, OPALS, alarm statistics analysis option, OPOXC, OPC server, UA, DA and XML, OPRED, redundancy feature, OPDEV, editor function. Optional features. Web client or thin client are also an extra option which you need to buy along with a server license for remote monitoring. Web client selection is based on the concurrent users. It ranges from 1 user to 100 users. There are 3 versions in Movicon. OEM version is the basic version with limited features. In OEM, the number of screens is limited to 32 screens, alarms up to 512, and the maximum I/O bytes limited to 512 I/O bytes. As the OEM version is the basic version, from the given additional features only data logger can be equipped with OEM license, and also it can support only one driver. Web client non-compatible with OEM version. Both Lite and Pro versions have no limitations on screens, alarms, and will support all additional features as well. For both the versions, I/O bytes range from 64 to unlimited I/O bytes. Pro is a high-end version with networking option, data logger option, and multi-driver option inbuilt. The top 10 reasons to partner with Progeo. Full scalability. Our solution is hardware independent. Running on Windows CE, XP, 8 or 10, or Windows Server, Pocket PC, embedded 32 or 64-bit, and fully vector-based, adapting the graphic to your target resolution. Modern technologies. The projects are XML-based and offer the support of the latest Microsoft technologies, for ease of use and seamless integration with your third-party solutions. Low TCO, or reliability. Our software has obtained several Microsoft certifications that guarantees intuitive handling. With drag-and-drop tools, as well as a full support of the Microsoft standards, for integration with third-party solutions. Openness. Vector-based editor for creating your own objects, a robust script engine for customizations, database plugins to let you use any standard database format, OPC, and more. No extra historian package is required to save historic data in SQL, Oracle, MySQL, etc. Reporting. Industry's most advanced report design, and managed to simplify runtime report creation and customization anywhere. With the powerful web client tools, allowing you to publish your application in a few clicks, and to retrieve your data remotely, via desktop, tablet, smartphone, and so on. Connectivity. Powerful networking capabilities for setting up client or server solutions. We offer a wide range of free drivers to connect to your hardware, as well as OPC client or server connectivity. Pricing. Our products are fully scalable in terms of features and licensing. Affiliations. Progeo is an active member of the OPC Foundation, a Microsoft certified partner, and UNI, ISO 9001-2000 certified. These are some key references from India. Here are few key global reference. Thanks for your attention. Please visit our website for further details.